I'm sitting here with Raymond Na, the latest treasurer for Student Council. Raymond,
Yes.
pleasure to have you on the program.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
So, this is your first semester as treasurer.
Yes.
What have you done lately? Or we've had a number of treasurers on the program, at least one, that's a number. What exactly does a treasurer do, and why is it important for people to know about your position?
I'm pretty much responsible for allocating and overseeing the allocations of the funds throughout student events and student activity funds. And I'm also everything that has to do with financial accounts, such as getting money transfers in and transfers out, or like how different clubs transfers money to each another clubs so they could maybe, in a case, they want to form a huge event together. And all these clubs, they come together and they want to transfer each other's money. I'm responsible for that, just making sure that there's nothing shady going on, I guess, with money, because it's obviously money is a very important issue at the school. And so finance-wise, I'm pretty much overseeing the whole 9 yards.
Excellent. Who is above you? Do you have someone that you report to for the finance, or are you the top?
Of course, I have to report to Katie Caponera and Mike McKenna. When I approve a transfer, they have to approve it afterwards. But usually, I don't get any. So far, they haven't disapproved or disapproved anything or denied any of the requests that I have approved. So everything's been going smooth sailing right now. But yes, of course, I have to answer up, and also definitely have to answer up to the president of the student council and the vice president of student council.
Right. Something actually I've been wondering about is does student council itself get funding for events and things?
Yes, we get funding right now we're working on it right now, where the finance committee is pretty much working on the budgets for each club and organization, and that does include student council, and they pretty much have to allocate it properly because we have a finite number in the money in our accounts, in our total budget, and so we just have to share that and allocate that to different types of organizations. So yes, student council does get their share, and that goes to such simple things as when we have our class meetings, when we have our student council meetings, we have to have paper to print out stuff, or ink and printing, just to keep things stable and just keep things running. We need those basic necessities to run our student council meetings. It would go to that. So yeah, we do have budget.
Excellent. All right. So something I always ask is how you got into this position of power. Where did you come from, your humble beginnings? Did you have experience in student council, either here or in high school, things like that before?
Funny thing, when I was young, I was never really into the whole student council thing, student government. I always see my friends running, and just was never into it until I just felt as though I was interested in the whole subject of politics. And when it came to that, I guess I was hey, might as well run for politics, because what happened was I was captains for a few sports teams, and teachers were basically telling me how teachers would encourage me in a way that they would say you don't need to be a leader just in the classrooms or in the school halls or in the fields, but you could be a leader in different aspects of your life. So I just ran for student government, and in high school I was really honored and I was blessed that my constituents pretty much voted me in as their class president. Very honored. And then I said it was a passion for me, because it was a passion due to the fact that I get to represent a group of people, and I get to be the liaison between the administration and the student body. And I just thought it was a great way for me to basically interact with everybody in the student body and the administration and get to see what people were saying. And this passion obviously continued throughout college. So the first semester I landed here and I got here, the first thing I was looked up on was student government. And there was a spot open for my dorm representative, which I ran for, and I was very happy and blessed again that I won. And then it just kept going, and then basically treasurer now, and I'm just trying to stay very humble, and just very grateful for everything I've got.
Yeah, very humble. So are you gonna vie maybe for president or vice president?
No. Funny thing was that obviously the new administration is going to take hold during the spring, and I've heard many people advise me on running for it, but I just think that in my status right now, I am only another classman. And I think that the president and vice president should be for those who have more experience at Clark, who knows the school much better. So I think those should be left up to, I think, seniors, but I wouldn't mind juniors either, but just people that have been at Clark much longer than I have been.
Excellent. So what year are you?
I am a first year.
Oh, really?
Yes.
First year treasurer?
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
I wish you luck in the future.
Thank you.
All right. So let's talk a little out of student council. What are you majoring in?
I'm majoring in political science right now.
Right?
Yes.
Well, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, indeed.
Is there anything you're specifically interested in political science?
A couple things. I'm interested in healthcare policy and also environmental policy, because I think that those two fields are two fields that I'm very interested in, first of all, and I think that it developed and it has evolved into a very it's evolved throughout this period of time, whether it be about the whole Obama's healthcare law or about how people want to invest in alternative energy now, whether solar or wind. And I just think it's like the way that the United States is heading towards right now when it comes to policy making. So that's what I'm interested in. I think it's very great that how somehow like you could fuse science and politics together, and that's how environmental policy and like healthcare policy. Because like as an individual, my brother who attends medical school, he's very into the whole healthcare thing, and like I just felt like that passion also led on to me like something I am interested in. So I guess those two are like the particular fields and policy which I want to get into.
Excellent. Well, I can't think of anything else. If you could have a superpower, what would your superpower be?
Go back in time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Would you change anything specifically in your life or in the history of the world?
In my life, I guess.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, that's cool. Alright, well, thank you, Raymond.
Thank you very much.
Nice for being on the program.
Yes.
Coming up, more exciting things from CCN.